What is up, guys? EJ back with another video because we're on this streak. I'm trying to roll out the greatest and best content for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most insane colleges experience I've ever had. Definitely don't want to miss out for this one. It's going to be a banger story. I know you guys are going to like it. So if you have a second, just go down, hit the like, hit the subscribe. So one of the most insane before we even talk about this time, I gotta preface this by where I went to school and everything. So I went to school upstate. I went to a 2-year college. I lived on campus. I did a 2-year program, which was awesome. College was actually one of the best times of my entire life. Like, I think it was the best 2 years of my life. I think it was one of the greatest decisions I've ever made. But the $12,000 or $24,000 in loans that I have are ridiculous. I think that's kind of preposterous. But let's not even talk about that. I had to say the parties and the pre-games that we had in my row house. I basically lived with all my best friends, and it was the best time of my entire life. Let me say that when we partied ridiculously. Like, it was every weekend, religiously, for an entire 6 months straight. For an entire 6 months straight. When I say we partied, how Christians faithfully go to church every Sunday, we partied every Friday and Saturday religiously, just like we pre-gamed. We invited people to what's called a row house. A row house is basically like four rooms, and they share a living space. Like, we had a DJ in our suite, so he had all his DJ equipment, and we set up the DJ equipment, and he would literally personally DJ for us. We would basically just blast the music. Like, when I said our music was so loud, you could hear the music from the top floor. There was 4 floors in the building that we lived in, right? And we lived on the 1st floor. You could hear the music because it was so loud on the 4th floor, and it was never ever anything lower than you could hear it from the 4th floor. Like, so when we blasted music, we made sure the people on the 4th floor could hear our music. That's how bad that we wanted to party. That's how bad we played our music. And I can imagine how many people hated us, but we did not let that stop us at all. Like, I basically lived with my best friends. Thank God, because if I didn't live with them, I would have been insane in college. My college experience would have been whack. It would have been boring. Because I lived with them, got the chance to fully have the college experience, and like meeting new people and like hanging out, drinking, just experiencing what college is about. We specialized in pre-games, so we would basically buy all kinds of bottles. Like, our whole friend group was basically alcoholics, and we would buy vodka, we would buy Hennessy, we would buy New Amsterdam, we would buy Devil Spring. And if those who don't know what Devil Spring is 150 proof alcohol. If you don't know what proof is in alcohol, then you haven't drank. You have not actually drank, because once you get past the percentages and get into the proofs of alcohol, the content of what you drink is completely different from any wine, from any beer, from any of that soft liquor and drinks that people usually drink. I remember one time actually that RAs came. And for those that don't know what RAs are basically residence assistants. They basically like the mini supervisors of the building, because there has to be some kind of supervision in the building for things like what we do, drinking and partying in the rooms. That's not allowed completely, but you know, we got carried away and we did it anyways. So the RAs came down and they were banging on the door.
Boom, 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 boom. Open the door. Turn down the music.
They basically pushed the door open like,
turn down the music. What's going on in here? There better not be a party in here. What's going on? Is that alcohol? And
at the same time, everybody's losing their minds. At this time, we have a whole bunch of people in the house, and they're running around scrambling, hiding the alcohol, putting the alcohol away, making sure that the RAs doesn't see the alcohol, because if they catch you with the alcohol, it's considered write-up, and if you get 2-3 write-ups, then you're basically expelled from the building. You can't live in the building, and nobody wants that. So we're just running and hiding the alcohol. We're slamming the doors, locking the doors, making sure the RAs don't come in and see. And we could basically cover our asses because nobody wanted to get caught. And we're basically putting the alcohol in the drawers, making sure, throwing away the cups, like, and we open the door like, hey, can I help you? What's going on? Like, just faking it, just basically bullshitting it so we don't get in trouble. And like,
we got complaints from the 4th floor that your music was too loud. We was wondering if you could just turn it down a little bit.
So they basically just go through the entire row house, and they just make sure like everything is okay, that people are not dying, people aren't like super inebriated where they can't function. But if they see everything checks out, then they leave, and we basically slowly turn back up the music as they leave. And then we come back and we just party again some more. Like, my friend almost got caught. He went to go hide in the bathroom because, he went to go hide in the bathroom. He ran into the stall and he slammed the stall door so that the RA wouldn't come in. And he's just sitting on the toilet just pretending to take a so the RA wouldn't come in or disturb him or whatever, so they wouldn't know that they were in there. I went to go knock on the door like, yo, it's safe, it's clear, it's clear. I talked to my friend and I say, yo, dude, you were hiding in the stall? Yo, what are you?
Yo, I had to hide in the stall. If I didn't hide in the stall, like, he would have came in and he would have seen us. There was like 3 of us in the bathroom stall.
All 3 of y'all fit in that stall? How did y'all fit in the stall? Like,
yo, we had to improvise. Like, it was on the fly. It was super quick. If we didn't improvise in the stall, we would have got caught, yo. We had the bottles in the hand and we had cups. Like, they would have known it was alcohol.
Good way to use your brain, like smart thinking. Because if you didn't do that, you would have got caught and it would have been over for you. Like, so that's basically how the conversation went. And after that, everybody was so nervous about the RAs coming back. We just completely shut everything down and we just went to the local club down in town and we just partied.
Maybe I just knew I had to wait for you. Draw a knife and carve a little space for you.